Alex, Mark, welcome to Silverstone. It's fantastic to have you together. Are you up for a bit of British Grand Prix action?
Of course, thank you very much. Are you ready?
It started.
We are brothers.
Me, yes, and you?
Me too.
Okay.
Ready to fight with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Really, further ado, I'm going to show you some clips and just talk us through, you know, what you were thinking at the time and all that kind of stuff, and that would be really fantastic. Okay, I think, Mark, we were expecting you to do very well in Thailand. Alex, maybe you were the surprise in Thailand.
Yes.
Let's take a look.
Okay. Strategy.
In that moment I say, okay, I can win. But later on, after some laughs, I realized that no.
So you know, when you took Mark, did you know that Mark had an issue with?
No, the first moment I checked if it was a red flag, because I was in the middle of the corner of turn 3, so maybe a red flag or something like that. But later on I realized that it was not there. And then I said, okay, maybe he has some issue with the engine or something like that. But I saw with him making like this 2 times, and I say something with the front tire for sure. And because that is super critical.
Yeah.
So yeah, he played with me.
But this was such a fantastic start for both of you, really. The perfect weekend, wasn't it? We see your dad there, who's ever present, always. You know, what does it mean to have him there at every race for you?
Yeah, of course. Mention that moment was amazing and was like a dream, but now becomes normal. But it's not normal. I mean, we are brothers and we are fighting for a world championship of MotoGP at the moment, and we are first and second, and we are already on the 7th race. So if you are first, second on the 2nd race, 3rd race, you say okay, maybe the start of the season, but now we are already on the 7th race and we are fighting each other, and it's not normal, but we are enjoying and when you have these kind of situations, you have 2 options with the relationship: be tighter than ever or be far. Now we are tighter than ever because we know that I can help him, he can help me, and we want the best each other. And this makes happy our father and our mom, because my father is more in the camera because it's coming every race tracks, but my mom always is calling us, and yes, she was in Jerez. And imagine, well, I cannot imagine because I'm not, I don't have a baby, but imagine that father and the family, both sons are fighting in MotoGP. It's the best championship in the world for a motorbike.
I mean, it is incredible DNA that you've got from your parents, isn't it?
I think, as Mark said, I mean, I think they are really happy about the situation, but also I think they are more proud about the relation that we have. I think for a father and mother, it's more nice to see that the both brothers are helping each other, and you know they have a really tight relation, that seeing them winning in MotoGP. I think that is more for a father and mother, I think, is nicer than this.
My father is more neutral. My mom is supporting him.
Of course.
Well, let's have a look at Jerez, because we've got
She supported you for many years. So already
it's Alex's turn now, Mark.
Yeah.
Here's what she said.
Always, he's saying to me, "You win already too much. Let him go."
And he did go. You did go in Jerez, Alex. This was just the most phenomenal. Sorry, Mark, we're showing this bit, which wasn't great for you. But Alex, the atmosphere in Jerez, the whole event now. Have you had time to reflect on this and really let it sink in?
Yeah, I think a lot on that day. I enjoyed it a lot because it was an amazing moment to see. I mean, just not the moment, was to see all the people really happy for you. I mean, that was the thing that made to me more proud and more happy about that victory.
And this is what you're talking about, I think, with your parents there. You know, you'd had an awful day, but you're in there supporting Alex and really appreciating how difficult that is to win a MotoGP race.
Yeah, of course, that day I was sad because I crashed, but I was I mean, I feel even worse because his first victory, I would like to be in the podium. Third, second, because like this, I saw the, you can feel the celebration. But yeah, there was no doubt that he deserved that victory, and I go to the Parc Fermé, say congrats to him because I keep saying since Thailand that sooner or later will arrive the victory for Alex, and this season he will win more races because he's riding in a very good way.
I hope.
No.
Hey, I mean, we're
He
at
and Silverstone
Silverstone.
can be one of the GPs.
You've had a sprint win here, and we've had 10 different winners over the last 10 years at Silverstone, so it's your turn.
Yes, I want to be the 11th one.
Yeah.
I want to stop that.
The statistic, no?
That statistic.
Yeah, you want it to be 2 now. You want 2 winners in 11 years.
I mean, it's a good year to close it, you know, after 10, you say, okay, the 11th was very...
Yeah, but 11 also is a good number, no?
Yeah.
You put pressure to me, I put pressure to you.
Yeah,
We saw your mum there, Rosa, in Jerez. How special was it for you to have her there on that moment?
Yeah, I mean, Jerez was really special for all the fans that you have there and the Spanish crown, but especially because all your family is there. So, I mean, to win and to share that victory and that happiness with all your family there was really special. My mom was super happy, also my father crying and all that, so it was a really nice, as I said before, really nice moment. And if you ask me where you want to win your first race in MotoGP, Jerez. Always I will answer Jerez because I mean the feeling there is different.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know, to celebrate. They nearly killed me because on Nieto Peluki turn 9-10. In the last lap, I did like this, and they wanted to kill me. But I say, you know, this crown they deserve it because already on after the warm-up that we did that lap was super special, and I say, okay, I need to make something. But they wanted to kill me in that moment.
It resonated throughout the paddock, actually, your victory, because when I looked around the broadcasters, I think all of us had tears in our eyes because, you know, waiting and to see the joy and the elation and the whole atmosphere was just very magical, and those things don't happen very often, do they? Let's go to some archive of when you were much younger and where the success started to come from. If we have a look at Mark, first of all, I mean...
4 years old there.
These are incredible.
Yeah, that... I mean, of course, here I was already in the World Championship. It looks like 10 years old.
You were 15 there.
I was 15, but okay. That was my first race because in my pre-season I broke my arm. And yeah, my first race was in Portugal. But the thing was that looks like 10 years old. I was 15, but looks 10. Always especially my father was more, but my mother was what happened with this kid?
He stopped growing.
Yeah, because and then he started to
plant him in some good
Yeah, I was a little
dirt.
bit worried because he's already 15 but looks like 10 years old, and I remember on that years I was drinking like every day 1.5 liters of fruit milk because one doctor said to my mom that if he drink this he will
grow.
He will grow a little bit faster.
And the weight,
because there I was using 15 kilos extra on the bike.
My goodness.
On the Spanish championship was 20.
20.
And there was already 15.
There 15,
So
and in the end of the championship 12.
Imagine 1 year ago was 5 kilos less.
Yes.
So that is small. So imagine in the Spanish championship.
So
An opposite side was my brother that was like taller and taller and taller.
I was already taller, I think.
yeah. So that was you winning your first podium in Donington.
In Donington,
Yeah,
yes.
in Donington when we had the Grand Prix at Donington.
In Donington,
Yeah,
yes.
in Donington when we had the Grand Prix at Donington, which was fantastic. This is you in the CEV,
Yes.
your year when you won this championship, Alex.
Yeah.
Can you take us back? You don't look that different, I don't think,
No?
here. No, a little bit more chiseled
But
now.
already I was
But already
really tall,
tall,
really tall.
yes.
I was really tall there.
I never won the Spanish championship.
Me, yes.
Never.
But if you want, we change one of your MotoGP for the Spanish one. No, not a good idea, no?
Not a good idea.
That was 2014 already.
There it is. The
Here
family
was the
bond.
first GP where we won on the same Sunday.
Yes.
I won MotoGP and he won his first race, no? Your first race or no?
No. I won in 2013 on Motegi.
Okay, but it was the first Sunday where he won Moto3 and I won MotoGP. And we celebrate a lot also in Catalonia in home GP.
You always celebrate, which is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
That for me was the most difficult because I was like celebrating his victories and then, for example, that Moto2 in Sepang, I was celebrating with him, 20 minutes I was putting the leather suit and...
I asked to you many times,
yes.
How you do it? After your celebration, I'm already like that, you know, I need to rest one day.
But it was even better, because if I think a lot, then it's worse. I need to go by instinct.
And that's how you ride as
Always,
well.
always.
Yeah. Just to temper this with all the great things that we've been talking about, when you're in trouble, when you have a high side, which I think is every rider's worst nightmare, how do you feel when you see Alex in trouble on the track?
No, but...
Even retrospectively afterwards?
Yeah, for example, last time was in Jerez, in the practice that he crashed on turn 5 and was a massive crash. And the first thing when I stopped in the box, I saw on the screens and I asked to my assistant Jose, how is Alex? And he said, he's okay, he's already in the box. And I said, okay. And then I continue my practice, but you know, he's your brother.
Yeah, no, very difficult.
When it's a red flag or something, the first thing that they check is the bike that is. You know, if I see him, something like that. If it's him, also you worried. If it's another one, also, but it's not your brother. So it's like changing a lot.
You are worried about all the riders,
Yes.
but it's your brother, you know, then it's different.
Yeah. Now, the high side that we just saw of you in Jerez, this was a life-changing incident for you, career-changing, many decisions came. Actually, not just for you though, Mark. Alex, also for you, I think, to support Mark through the well-documented story now that we've covered very much and come out of the other side, thank goodness. But you guys moved to Madrid together, to live together, to help with the rehab. And can you just talk about those years generally from your side as a brother supporting Mark?
Yeah, I mean, it was the first time that year that I say, okay, I will not speak about more my brother, because every race that I went was like, how is Mark? How is Mark? How is Mark? How is Mark? So maybe the 50th time that they asked to me, I say, okay, stop to ask me this. I mean, I'm not the person to say how is Mark, but it was not easy. I mean, that first year was, I mean, not really critical. To be with him, especially
I was at home.
No, but you were at home, but you were recovering.
Yes.
I mean, and you didn't know the problem that you have inside your arm. I mean, the difficult thing was on 21, 22, that he had a lot of pain. He changed his character. He was completely different because, you know, he was living with a lot of pain all the days and all that, and was like another person. I mean, and he was many times. He paid that many times.
Angry to my people, because in the end I was angry to you. I was answering in not a correct way. That always I was with my family and everything. But it's not easy when you have a lot of pain inside your body. It's like when you have a head pain. You are not the same person. So imagine with the arm 24 hours.
And everybody asking to him, how is your arm?
And in the end,
how is your arm?
I was always RPM. We're going up quick.
On the limit, you were on the limit all the time.
No, but always there,
Always.
you were. So that moment were not easy, and I mean, I was struggling also on my career on that moment.
You were in your MotoGP journey then as well.
But 21, 22, my results were not super nice. He was with that thing, and then when he decided to stop, I think it was in Mugello 22, no?
22 Mugello. 22 Mugello.
Yeah.
Okay. When he decided to stop on there, was not a decision that I was making there. It was already a decision that coming from many weeks, and I know it, but I didn't speak never with anybody about that. You know, I was the first one to say, yeah, do it, because you know, you cannot live like this. It was not for just to come back stronger. It was also to live in a normal way, and not with pain, or with taking every day many things, painkillers and all that. So I mean, in that moment, I support him in a good way. That decision, that it will be your decision. You know, you will invest half a year of losing you lose this championship, but you will win the rest of your life.
The rest of your life, and also another chance.
Exactly.
And that came with Gresini, of course. So let's go back to last year, which I always think of for you guys as a party year.
He was one of the reasons that I was in Gresini. Now what happened? He was one of the reasons because you know, he was in Gresini. He was riding the Ducati, and he told me that was one of the persons that convinced me. I mean, always the last decision was mine, but he was always talking super nice about the Gresini team, and you know, he's a rider. He know me, and he say, you will be fast with Ducati.
Because also he's not stupid. He saw it how I recovered my smile, you know, in Gresini and with his bike and all that. So I mean, we were coming from not the same situation, but really similar situation, you know, with that bike, coming to the same team and all that. So I think all that things were a reason to make that change. But especially, and I'm the first one that I want to see him happy. I mean, enjoying the races, because in that point, he was not enjoying the races. You know, I saw it in his face. Every time that we went to a track or something like that, he was already suffering a little bit to say, okay, because I know how he is. And if he don't have everything under control, he will try.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember you telling me that in the pit lane somewhere, that Mark needed to come back and enjoy racing again, first of all, before thinking of championships or anything else. Yeah. And that is exactly what you were able to do, facilitated obviously by Nadia Padovani. So how important has Nadia been in your career?
Nadia impressed me a lot on 2023. Because you know, Gresini team with the Ducati bike, a lot of riders wanna be there, but she come to me and she say, I will not force, I respect your time, I respect your decision, I will wait you. Even if it's Valencia, I will wait you. Then if I need to take another rider, I will take it, but I will wait you. And you know, she impressed. I mean, it's impressive mentality, because I mean, everybody, even me, I was super clear and super honest to her, and I say, I'm not sure. I cannot say yes, I cannot say no, I'm not sure. I don't know what I will do.
And she was the first one to ask to the team,
I don't know what I will do.
And she was the first one to ask to the team, because I know this, because everybody was like, okay, Mark is a possibility and all that, and they were discussing internally, but Nadia said, okay, I want Mark. But she said to the guys, we are ready to have Mark inside the box, because you know, we don't want that he come here and later on was a big disaster for us. So we are ready to can manage a rider like this, and the people say yes. And then she was really convinced to wait for Mark.
And then I found the perfect atmosphere to rebuild my confidence. And you know, when a team like Gresini, I mean, historical team, but now the last seasons with Barcenini, with Alex, with me, now with Fermin, achieve a podium. So if a rider is there, is fast, means that the atmosphere of the team, because in the end the bike is the bike, but they have a very good relationship with Ducati, they have a very good atmosphere, and the riders feel good, feel confident. A lot of riders have talent, but then when you find the correct atmosphere, makes your life easier out there.
And from the outside looking in, I mean, the party, the atmosphere, she's always in the middle of everything. Yes. The social media, everything is so fantastic with Gresini. It really does feel like such a wonderful team to watch. It is joyous whenever you do well there. Mark had a plan last year, which, Mark, you executed for yourself perfectly, 100%. Alex, do you have a plan this year?
Yeah, I have a plan. You know, next year I will be in Gresini. This is my plan. You know, no, at the moment I don't have any plan. You know, the situation that I'm living for me is new. I mean, it's like this, and I want to enjoy this situation and not think about the future. I mean, we'll see how it will be. I know that if I'm in this situation, when the new contract will arrive, I will be in a really good situation to can think and see what is the best possibility for me. But at the moment, I'm not thinking on that. You know, I just want to enjoy the moment. I want to fight with Mark, with Pecco, with all that top riders, and I know that still I have many things to improve and many things to learn. So I'm just thinking on that, and then we'll see how the future gives to me. But at the moment, the plan is that just 25, and then we'll see.
Understand. Does it mean anything to you that you're beating a factory Ducati bike? Does that feel quite nice?
I mean, you know, when you are with a bike that is 1 year like older, we'll see like this.
Yeah.
It's a motivation to fight with the official ones and can beat them. You know, it's a motivation. So, you know, this year we were really lucky that the bikes are really similar, and we have the things to fight with them. So just we need to take the profit of have that situation that is super nice. And I said it's new for me. So this year I think is the year that I can learn more. Because when you are on the top and you are fighting with Mark, with Pecco, that are MotoGP World Champions, is where you learn, where you see the things that they are doing different, and it's the way that I want to extract all that information that I have.
If you could describe him in one word, what would it be?
Animal.
Any particular animal?
I mean, yes.
Tiger. And the same for Alex.
Well, I say tiger because he already says sometimes you are a tiger.
and how would you describe Alex?
For me, it's worker, confidence to himself. I mean, but worker. I mean, his situation in his career was not easy because support all his career be the brother of your brother, and now I'm feeling a bit what he feel, because now you are asking for Alex, but your brother, how he was faster than you, and your brother, and I like, but he support. I mean, or he accept that questions during all his career, and this is something that I appreciate a lot from him.
I mean, you're swapping the lead in the World Championship, so
Yeah,
you know, we're
2 times already.
Yeah. Who will be there at the end?
Let's see. But if we can arrive in the last part of the championship in that situation, will be
last race, no, please.
last race, no. Well, last race is Valencia. I like it.
What about your poor mom? She wouldn't like that, I don't think.
No, but yeah, I mean, let's see, let's enjoy it, and yeah, if we can be both of us in the last ceremony of the year, that means the top 3 riders, will be already a very good thing.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
To have you talking together. Thank you so much for your time, and best of luck this weekend, and indeed for the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.